Hi friends, it's Carolyn Zook here with C Zook Stitch, and today is Saturday, December 21, 2019. Happy winter solstice to everybody. Today is the shortest day of the year. It's one of my favorite days. I actually like it when it gets dark really early. I know I'm a little bit unusual like that. I just think it's really cozy. So today's a great day for me because we have just a little bit of daylight, and then the days, of course, start getting longer, which is okay. But it's also the first day of winter, right? That's what winter solstice means, right? Yeah. So happy winter. I have a lot to share with you today. I'm really excited. This is the face of somebody who is officially on vacation. So yesterday was my first day. Today's my second day of vacation. I am off until after the new year, and I couldn't be more excited. But it's going to be a busy couple of weeks. So I'm excited to share with you. First of all, I want to show you a picture. Some of you have already seen this, but we had excuse me, a couple of work parties this week for the holidays, and we wore our festive sweaters. And here's what I ended up wearing was actually a dress. So I'll insert a picture here. It was a total hit. It's my Christmas kitty dress. I Facebook ad last year suggested that I might be interested in that dress, and I said, "Oh yes, I'm very interested in that dress." So I bought it. It did arrive after Christmas last year, so I didn't really get a chance to wear it, but I was excited to wear it this year, and everybody at work really loved it. Speaking of festive sweaters, I have another festive sweater on today, so let me show you. It's my snowman. He's juggling his snowballs with a little fancy scarf. So that's today's festive sweater. So I have been doing a little bit of Vlogmas. I have not uploaded anything yet. I will upload that, I think, in a separate video, just so this video doesn't get too long. And if you aren't interested in it, you can just skip that video. I did really well the first week or so, and then it kind of fell off, of course. But in that video, I do show the bedroom Christmas tree. I got a lot of comments asking to see my bedroom tree. So that is in there. I show it to you, and I go through all the ornaments. So check that out. And I also show you some other decorations, some of the things I've been up to this month. And then I kind of forgot to keep vlogging later on in the month. So there's about a week and a half or so of nothing in between, but getting the hang of it. I've had a lot of fun vlogging, so I think next December I will absolutely plan on doing more of that. Or if I do any special events, like when I go to StitchCon, I'll definitely vlog there as well. But it's been really fun. So I will upload that for you probably around the same time that this video goes up as well. I got my notes here because there's a lot to share with you. Next announcement is I created a Facebook group. I was getting a lot of friend requests on Facebook, which is fine, but it is my personal account for family and friends. So I actually don't post hardly any of my stitching on my Facebook page. I don't know why, I just don't. So I created our own Facebook group, and I know there are already a lot of groups out there. But if you want to come on over, the Facebook group is just called C Zook Stitch. Come on over. There are 3 questions you need to answer. They're really easy questions. I just don't want spam. So just answer the questions to your best of your ability, and we'll go ahead and let you in. And this really is just a group to share what you're working on. If you do other crafts, please share those as well. If you do anything like painting or knitting or quilting or woodworking, anything like that, feel free to share. It's not, I think it's a great community and we have a lot of interests, and I think it will be a really fun place to share. So those who sent me friend requests, if I haven't accepted it already, go on over to the C Zook Stitch group and ask to join there. I sent the people who that I was already friends with on Facebook. I just kind of migrated you over already, and I will probably, and this sounds really harsh, but I will probably be deleting the friends off my personal Facebook group just because I don't really post anything about stitching on there. So we'll call it migrating over, and we'll have a great community. I think there's 1920 of us, and I just set it up, so that's really great. But come on over and we'll have a lot of fun, and I'm really excited about having the group. And I'll do some giveaways over there as well. And yeah, we'll just share and have fun over there. So I'm excited about that. Okay, so getting into whips. The biggest whip finish I have are these 29 Christmas ornaments for my coworkers. I decided in August that I wanted to do ornaments for all my coworkers, which meant I had to make 29 of them. And I did it. I was stitching up until 11 p.m. Wednesday night. They were due on Thursday since that was the last day I was in the office before the holidays. So, very last minute, but I got them done. So I'll insert a couple pictures here because I gave them all away, so I don't have them all, and it was getting late and I was so tired I didn't think to take video. So I'll insert some pictures here of what the ornaments looked like. And I do have one extra for myself that I kept. So this is the owl. Whoops. He was one of the earlier ones I made. So this is completely finished. I just used a paper punch and punched out red cardstock and glued him on there. And on the back I just wrote a little message. And this is just DMC floss as the hanger. And I got these date charms off of Etsy. And they're really good quality. Why do I see crooked? And I put a little pom-pom on him, and then he can hang. So I know I had said I was going to back him with felt and use that as the finishing. I did one or two like that. No, actually, I think I did maybe 4 like that. And it took a really long time, and it was really painful on my hands. Somebody commented, so I just replied to comments last night. I should have replied earlier because somebody commented and said, you need more than a weekend if you're going to do 29 of those with the felt. You were absolutely right. You were absolutely right. Cutting out that felt, and I have good scissors. I have a good quality pair of really sharp scissors that can get in the corners really well. And even then, it was painful. So the first one I did, I mounted, say, the owl on the felt, and it's sticky back felt. And it stuck pretty well. I was pretty happy, but it was also easy to take off. So I was pretty happy with that. So the first one I stuck on the felt and then cut around because I thought, well, then I'm only cutting the outline once instead of cutting it out of the perforated paper and then cutting out again. That was incredibly painful. So I did one like that. And then the next one I did, I cut out the perforated paper first and then attached it to the felt and cut around that. And after 2 of those, it was just way too long. And so then, even cutting them out of the perforated paper took way longer than I expected. And also with them on just the felt, and I don't think I have a picture of it, but if I do, I'll insert it here, if I can find a picture. They just look unfinished to me, honestly. So not only were they painful, took a long time, and I didn't like how they looked. This looks a little more finished to me, even though it is cardstock. They do look finished. So I got these ornaments. They are in the Ultimate Christmas Cross Stitch magazine from 2018. They are meant to be gift tags, so they are tiny. I would say the ornament, each one took between, 4 to 6 hours to do. There's a lot more detail than it looks. They are small, and they do go quick. But then I added, I did beading on a lot of them, and then at the end, I just didn't add the beading and just did cross stitch, and that went a lot faster. But it's done. I'm happy it's done. The people at work, the people who get kind of how much work this is, were extremely appreciative. Of course, not everybody understands it, and everybody was very nice about it. And of course, every year I say, I'm never doing this again. I'm never doing this again. It's too much work. There's just too many people. So we'll see how I feel next August if I'm like, I could do it again. Although, Kay, you had suggested that we make a pact to do 2 or 3 a month, which is a great idea, and I just don't know if I'm going to do it again. What I might do is I might do it for like family and friends, and it would be fewer than 29, just the people who really like my closest friends, and then that's it. But I'm pleased with how they turned out, and they went, I just missed the table. I'm pleased with how they turned out. I think they're pretty cute, and people at work really like them. So that's my big finished. I did it up until the last minute, but I did it, and I'm going to put him right here for good safekeeping. So that was my big finish this week. Then I've decided that I am going to do as many new starts as I can, not as many as I can, but one a day for the next, 5 or 6 days, just to get some smaller starts. One of my goals for 2020, I have all these big projects, and I'd like to do more medium, small projects just to have some finishes. I do like the bigger pieces, the more complex pieces, that the pieces that have a lot of parts to them. But I also want to do some that I can finish quickly. So I am doing Year of Whips, which is, if you look up on Facebook, Soulful Stitching, is Melanie, who runs that Facebook page, is doing Year of Whips. She's the one who runs Year of Whips. She has a video that explains everything of what you need to do, and I'll go over that all in probably my next video. But so the first one I started is a freebie I got. I think I got this in one of my Garon tote bags probably around February, honestly. Or maybe it was Grime Guard of the Month when I was doing that in February. We got by Kathy Haberman, Hands-On Designs. Right, is it Kathy? Yeah, Kathy Haberman. It's called You Bring Peace to My Heart. Sorry about the glare. And I just think this is a really sweet, the chart is over here. So I think it's just a really sweet piece. And I don't really know what I'm going to do with it when it ends, but I'd like to practice my finishing skills on it. So this is just my start. I'm just using DMC, and I don't think I wrote down what DMC. But I think that's really cute, and I have my Garon not Grime Guard, needle minder here. So the whole thing is going to be these 2 colors. I'm using the Y as so I want to bring attention to certain words like you. So you will be, the Y will be in purple and the OU will be in yellow. Bring will be in all yellow. Peace, the P will be in purple and the rest will be in yellow. And to my will be in yellow. And heart, I haven't fully decided what I'm going to do with the heart yet. She cut out a little heart out of felt. It's hard to see. It is kind of a dark picture as well, and then on video camera. So I haven't quite decided if I'm going to do the heart in purple or cut one out just to add a little dimension, or maybe I can find a really nice button or charm to put on there. That would be really cute. So that's my start. This is just some 14 count Fiddler's Oatmeal Ada I had in my stash. Probably used it for another project. Or bought it for another project. But that's my start. So that was really fun. The other start I have is another freebie from Lindy Stitches called No Notion. It's just this little pin cushion. It says, I have no notion of loving people by halves. It's a Jane Austen quote. And it's another little small one that I just thought was really sweet sentiment. And again, good to practice finishing skills, which I've never really finished anything like by sewing. So by practicing, I mean trying for the first time. And this is my start. Just started a little bit on the border last night. This is on 16 count Ada in Ariel by Picture This Plus. Ariel is the colorway. I bought this. This was one of the trial pieces I bought when I was trying to pick out a fabric for Harbor Haven. And so I bought a few of this. These are 8 by 12 pieces. So I bought a few of them just to color test. And none of them ended up working. It's not what I ended up using for Harbor Haven, but I knew I could. I mean, it's a decent sized piece. So I figured I can use this for something. And this is as far as wide as it goes. So I need to go down on the border. So it's a pretty small piece, but it's really fun. So I got that started. Again, I'm using DMC. She calls for Classic Colorworks floss. I'm just using what I have in my stash for these pieces. So I am using, the border is DMC 300. She calls for Classic Colorworks Rainy Day. I'm also going to use DMC 351, and she calls for Classic Colorworks Cherry Tomato. And then she calls for Classic Colorworks Shrimp Cocktail, and I'm using DMC 352. And of course, I don't have those in here, but you'll see it as it progresses into next year. So I just wanted to get those started so I can add them to my year of whips. So that is my my whips. Okay, so moving into haul, I have a lot of haul to share with you guys. I've been bad. I did some stuff. Yeah. Okay, where do I even start? So first off, I'll start with my Garon. It's very dangerous to have a cup of coffee near your stitching. I know. So Garon, I have this mini bag from Garon. I have an 11 by 11 grime guard and the matching 12 by 13 bag. And look, they started adding this way their little tag, which I think is a great idea. This pattern went so fast. I think he released it once or twice, and I finally got it the next time around, the whole set. So I'm excited. I think this is so pretty, the blue ornaments. So this is from Garon Toten Bags. Check out their Facebook group. Everything they sell by Facebook. They do he usually uploads new stock on Saturdays. So you do have to kind of be on it because they do sell out very quickly. But it's a great group to be a part of. So make sure you check that out. I also got from Top Knot Stitcher. I can't remember who showed me their tree needle minder. I saw it on Flosstube. I'm so sorry. I can't remember who I saw it. But I thought this was perfect for the temperature tree by Stitching Mommy, Sarah, that I'm going to be starting. I thought that was the perfect needle minder. And it's so pretty. It's made out of wood, and I just love it. So Top Knot Stitcher, I'll link it below. Hopefully she'll still have it in stock. So if you are doing the temperature tree, you might want to get this tree needle minder. And then she threw in this free Christmas one as well, which is really, really sweet. That's a sweet one. So I got that from Top Knot Stitcher Shop on Etsy. It's hard for me to say. Okay, then let's go into Mel from Patchy Pony Stitcher sent me this beautiful card. She's in Australia, and she has a horse farm. And look, they have look at the horses. They have little antlers and a little Santa hat. Oh my gosh, it's so cute. And she wrote a lovely note. Mel won one of the giveaways we did for my 1,000 subscriber giveaway. She won the beach chart, and she sent this beautiful Silks for You silk. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much, Mel. This is so pretty. It's like pinks and blues, and it's so soft because it's silk. And look at this cute thread keep. I think she made it, maybe? It's really sweet. I love it. Thank you so much, Mel. You didn't have to do that, but I appreciate it. And then, well, I have so much to show you guys. I got my 2 magazine subscriptions. I got the February issue of Just Cross Stitch in the mail, and I got which one is this? It doesn't tell me what month it is. The World of Cross Stitching. It's probably, I'm assuming it's the December. Oh, it is December issue. And you can see I've been through both of them, and there are things I marked to stitch, so I'm excited to have those in my stash. I feel like I'm just tossing stuff behind me here. Then, let's do, I'm trying to think of the order I want to go in. I think I'm going to do Acorns. Acorns and Threads, Portland, Oregon, my local stitching shop. I went last Friday. I spent over 2 hours in their store. They did not kick me out, surprisingly. They are amazing in there. So this bag is from Acorns. You can call them up and order one. They're, I think, still $12. And they'll ship it to you. And, you know, nothing travels alone. So throw in some other stuff as well if you want. And they're just really good bags. They're a nice size bag. They're made out of paper that won't get ruined if it gets wet. So it's that paper that, if you think of your Levi jeans, that little tag on the back, it's made out of that material. So it actually gets softer as it kind of gets wet. And we live in Portland, Oregon, where it's wet all the time. We've been having tons of rain and wind the past few days. So, yeah, there's been some power outages and mudslides and stuff. I'm fine. But yeah, it's been pretty bad. But this will hold up to all of that. So Acorns and Threads, I'll link them below. They're wonderful. All of their staff there are just amazing. And they didn't kick me out after being there for over 2 hours. So I don't even know where to start. Okay, I'll start with this. So when I first walked in the door, I saw this, which is Trimming the Tree by Bendy Stitchy. It's her latest release. This was on my wish list, and I forgot to write it down on my shopping list. So does it count? I meant to get it. It wasn't on my shopping list, so I'm not sure if it counts as an impulse buy or not. But I think this is the sweetest design. Trimming the Tree by Bendy Stitchy, Michelle Bennett. So I did get that. What's this? Oh, see, this is my shopping list. It's 2 pages long. It's fine. You guys, honestly, you're not going to believe what I did. Okay. So, I've had, a little while ago, I bought Easter Parade by Blackbird Designs. I think I showed it, and I got it from Acorns, and I got the floss for it. I already had this in my stash, but I wanted to find fabric, and then the night before I was going to Acorns, when I was working on my shopping list, I thought, I don't know why, like I was so focused on the bunny, I didn't really see, you know how sometimes you just don't see things? I didn't really see the basket. And I saw the basket, and I was like, oh, well, that's cute, and that would make a really cute set together if you get similar frame. So I bought the floss for the basket. It's all, well, not all, it's gassed. Is it all gassed? Yeah, it's all the Gentle Arts sampler threads in very spring colors. So I think that's very pretty. And then I got the fabric for both pieces. It's this, it's almost like I wanted a really light pink is what I wanted. This is more peachy, but I think it'll be really good. It'll look really pretty with the flosses. I just put them on rings, and I mean, I'm sure maybe I bought some repeats, but that's fine. But I think that'll look really pretty. So it's kind of showing up as a little more tan on camera, but it's definitely pinky peach. Pinky peach. So this is a 28 count Lugana. It says it's an ivory, but it's kind of peachy. So I got that. Okay. I'm trying to keep this all straight too, so I don't forget what goes with what. So I might have to put it all in. Sorry about the crinkles. I actually like the sound of crinkles because to me that's kind of like, do you remember when you were a kid and I'm here. Your mom opened a package or something and you knew it was a treat that you were going to get? Maybe I'm like a cat. I hear the package going. I hear the can opener going. Okay, so Easter parade, I got floss for the basket and fabric for both pieces. Then I've had this chart for a little bit, not too long. It's Heirloom Nativity Sampler by the Victoria Sampler. And I wanted to get the fabric. So I got the fabric. This is a Cashel Linen 28 count in Pearl Gray. So it's kind of like a blue-gray. It's very pretty. I think it's showing up pretty well. Pretty true, the color. So that will go on there. I'm going to try to start it next year. And Sarah from Stitching Mommy sent me her color conversion for the DMCs because she's doing hers mostly in DMC, which is very much appreciated. I still think for this, because for me, this one is very much a heirloom sampler. So I think I still am going to do the called for, which is all the fancy floss. So I'm still undecided on that. So I haven't bought anything for that. Okay. I don't know why this is in here. Oh, I do. A bunch of stuff just fell down, you guys. Okay, so I also bought, probably the biggest purchase that I bought was, I bought almost all, of Country Cottage Needleworks Santa's Village. They were out of 2, but they're ordering them for me, so I will have the complete set. And I also picked up while I was there all the fancy floss called for. I didn't pick up the DMC there, but I got, all the fancy floss. So I'm going to be starting this in January. I'm still waiting on the fabric to come in as well. So that will be coming in. I'm really hoping they come in before January 1 so I can pay for them on the 2019 because I'm doing Stitch from Stash in 2020, which means if they come in after January 1, I have to add that to my expenses, and so I'll basically be starting the new year in a deficit. But so I'm going to start these. I'm going to try to do one a month, which on top of everything else I might be thinking, oh yeah, I can do that one a month. So along with that came buttons. So I did pick up, Acorns had these few buttons in stock. So it's the gingerbread man, a heart, and a dove. So that was the biggest thing. And that's what partly took so long, was picking out the charts and then picking out the fancy floss. Part of why I was there so long. Okay. Then, is that all I got? Oh, my receipt. We don't want to see that. I picked up this skein called Lemon Drops Gentle Arts. I am doing in August the theme for the month for Year of Whips. The theme is lemons or lemonade. So you're supposed to stitch something with lemons or lemonade on it. I don't have anything like that. But I do have Carolyn Manning's Flower a Day that I'm going to start at some point some point next year. And I thought this would be a beautiful flower color. And it's called Lemon Drops. So I'm hoping that will count. Also at Acorns, I bought 2 more of these Mill Hill Christmas Village kits. I bought Bookseller. And I bought St. Nicholas Cathedral, which is essentially all beads. It's gorgeous. And these kits come with the perforated paper. This is the perforated paper that I use for my ornaments. See? What? It's 14 count perforated paper. I'm not using them for these kits. I'm going to put these kits, I'm either going to do 12 or 16 on one piece of fabric. And they come with everything you need. They come with the floss, all the beads, and if there's a button, it comes with the button. So I got those two. And I think that's all I got from Acorns. Now, I have to pick up the stuff that dropped. So then I came home, and I placed a couple orders from 123 Stitch. So, I got, this is a bunch of floss for Santa's Village. I probably overbought. There's this in here, which is for something else, and I don't know. I have to look over my notes of why I got. Do you ever do that? Like, it's really hard to keep straight what I purchased. I've started taking notes of what I'm buying and what project it's for, because I don't know why. It might be for the Easter Parade one. Chamomile, yeah, I'm pretty sure this is for the basket on Easter Parade. I have it written down somewhere. But look how pretty these colors are. So that's for all for Santa's Village. And then I got a bunch of the buttons that I couldn't find at Acorns. This is, it looks like a smiley face. I think it's an ornament or a bell. And then that's a rose, little cardinal and a star, peppermint, wreath, reindeer, a cookie, and a holly sprig. So I got all those buttons. So I think the only thing I'm missing is the fabric, and then I can get started on it. So that's exciting, and I can't remember what we ordered, but I'll tell you when it comes in. And then on 123 Stitch, I needed one more Mill Hill kit to make my complete set of 12. I have it all laid out, so I know I have the first 12. So if I do decide to do a 4x4 or 16 kit, I will be able to just buy the last 4 and add them at the bottom because I know the order I want to do it in. But I picked up this one. This one is the post office. I mean, I'm getting packages all the time. They know me and they know my box number now at the post office. Sometimes it's a little embarrassing, but I'm going to own it. So I got the post office. And I'll talk about that more, about my layout and all of that. Stephanie is the one who did it first, I think, that I saw first. She is Ms. Oh So Crafty. She has a Facebook group. And if you are interested in doing this, she has a Facebook group for the Mill Hill Christmas Village. And I'll link all that below. So check that out. And then I picked up some beeswax. The Mill Hill kits, I'm doing, like Stephanie did, I'm doing a border around all in Krynic. Never really used Krynic before, but a lot of tips say run it through beeswax. And I know some people have issues with it kind of dulling the sparkle, but we'll see. So this is something I picked up. We'll see if it works for me or not. And then my second order from 123 Stitch, which was essentially the very next day, for Year of Whips, the theme for July is patriotic. You have to use stitching, Real Housewives of Stitching previous Sal. And so they did Liberty Lane. It's one that they did, and I thought that was really pretty. I'm not a very patriotic sampler, or patriotic stitcher. I've never done anything patriotic, but I like this. I like the pretty little houses and all of that. And I might even just take out Liberty Lane and move the border up a little bit and leave off the bunting. Then you could leave it up year round. I'm not sure. So I did pick up the chart and the called for fabric, which is a 28 count light mocha cashel linen. That's pretty true to form. It's very pretty. And I didn't get any of the floss yet because it's still a ways away. So I got that, which I'll start in July. I got 2 DMC. One is white and one is 3782. I can't remember what I got those for. So I'll have to check my notes. I also picked up, so I've had this, so Waxy Moon Designs Search the Sky. It says, "May you never be too grown up to search the sky on Christmas Eve." I love that saying. My parents gave me this last year for Christmas as a Christmas present, and I love it, and haven't started it yet. So I bought the fabric and some of the floss. I think some was missing, but that's how it will look. It's gassed. It's all gassed. Yeah, it's all gassed. But I think those colors are really going to pop. And the fabric is 28 count blue spruce cashel linen. And it is a bit darker, but I think that will be very pretty. And then I got some more Classic Colorworks colors. I can't remember what I got them for. I know I got them for something. I don't know what, so I have to figure out what I got these for. But they're pretty. Okay, is that all the haul? I think that's all the haul. Let me move everything. And by move, I mean gently put it down. Okay, so that's my haul. So, still coming in, I still have those 2 Santa's Village kits. The Acorns ordered for me. I think there's a couple flosses that they ordered for me. They ordered me so my Chatelaine Evening in the Park, they had discontinued one of the silks, and they recently started re-releasing it, so they ordered one of those for me. And then the fabric for Santa's Village, and I think I have new fabric for Cross Stitch Nation, since I messed that up earlier this year. I stitched it going the wrong way. So that's all still coming in. So I'll look forward to having that, and I'll definitely show it to you when I get it. Now, on to plans. So plans, I am here in town for Christmas. I celebrate with friends. Yeah. So what I'm going to work on, or what I'm going to take Stars Bright, which is this by Lindy Stitches. This is, as you know, a wedding sampler for friends who are getting married in January. And I haven't worked on this in a while because I've been so focused on the ornaments, but this is where I'm at. I have to do this little bird and then finish up the saying. And then it will be done. So I'm going to take that with me to Colorado and work on that when I have time. I'm also going to take the temperature tree, which yes, here it is. So the temperature tree by Stitching Mommy. I'm going to start working on the trunk. I probably already showed this, but I'm doing it on 32 count light blue Lugana fabric. So that's that. I'll take that to Colorado with me as well. And then before I go to Colorado, I'm going to start a couple new starts. Again, this Lizzie Kate come with a thankful heart. Come with thankful hearts. And I have the floss. And I'm just going to use fabric that I have in my stash. And then I'm also starting this freebie called White Pumpkin. It's by the Bay Needle Arts, so it's okay. I'm showing the chart because it's a freebie. I'll link it down below if it's still available. And those just pulling floss from my stash as well. Okay, so my next video will be on January 1, New Year's Day. That is going to be my 1-year Flosstube anniversary. So we'll celebrate that. We'll do a little look back. I'll show you the projects that I completed this year, which will take us about 2 seconds. I'm contemplating doing a whip parade just because I don't have a lot. I will probably do that. And then I will also be talking about my year of whips, my plans for 2020, what I plan to do and when, and show you all of that. All of that I have. Sorry, I keep looking at my notes just because I have so much to share. I want to make sure I'm not forgetting anything. And I think that's what I have. Although, I am going to do a giveaway. I'm going to do a giveaway over, well, I'll do it here. Tatty Teddy calendar. This runs from September 2019, which is obviously over, to December 2020. There are 6 charts in here. I assume for those 6 that you see on the front. They are at the back. shirts. So if you like teddy bears and I won't use this, so if you like this, I will ship it anywhere in the world. Go ahead and comment below. I'll be looking for something about teddy. Okay, that's the keyword I'm going to be searching for if you want this. And I'm going to leave this open. Let's do 1 week. Just because I want you to get it as early in January as you can. And 1 week will be December 28th. Then I can ship it out the 29th or 30th, and it'll be pretty early on. I think there's one more thing I forgot. Let me come back. Okay, so I am also going to give away this planner, 2020. It's a paper source planner. I got it in, I signed up for FabFitFun box, and I got it, and I'm not going to use it. I was going to use it for planning for Flosstube and planning out all my starts and whatnot. It doesn't work for me. It's a weekly planner, and I really just wanted a monthly planner. So if this is something, it's horizontal. If it's something that you think you will use, it's a very nice planner. Paper Source is a great company. If you think you will use this, say something about planner. Planner is going to be the keyword I'm going to look for. And again, I will ship this anywhere in the world. Yeah, it's a really nice size. It's probably 7 by 9, so it's not super big. It's pretty thin, and it is a weekly planner. It does have monthly calendars in it, but I wanted just the monthly, not the weekly. So if you want that, say planner. If you want the teddy calendar, say teddy. And we'll have more giveaways on January 1. So until then, whatever you celebrate, I hope you have a wonderful one with family and friends. I know Hanukkah is starting soon, so happy Hanukkah, Merry Christmas, happy Kwanzaa. Anything else I'm forgetting, happy solstice. I'm so glad that you're a part of this community and that you welcomed me into this community as well. So have a wonderful, wonderful week ahead, and I will see you next year. Bye.